Welcome into the Lakers Report. I am Tom Dan, and we begin today's show with the latest on the trade drama, potential trade drama, I should say, around Sixers big man Joel Embiid after, in 2023 sports news, Embiid removed all things Philadelphia related from his Twitter. Whether he knew that would kickstart the drama around him trying to trade for him because Embiid's a fun troll on Twitter, or X or whatever we're calling it. I'm still going to call it Twitter. But it does kickstart the rumors once again. How does it all tie into LA? Let's break it down. Now, Embiid recently said this, and then later said he was trolling, which I think was maybe a cover. Said, quote, "I just want to win a championship. I don't know where that's going to be, whether it's in Philly or anywhere else. I just want to have a chance." Now, that quote was kind of followed up by a report from Michael Scotto, who said this: "Meanwhile, teams around the league, especially the New York Knicks, are monitoring how the Harden saga plays out in Philadelphia and the effect and how it will affect, the happiness of MVP Joel Embiid." I don't necessarily think Embiid's doing this on accident. It's a conscious decision to change your Twitter profile, to make comments, etc. I think at minimum, he's leaving the door open to an exit from Philadelphia. And the one thing we know with the way the sports landscape works in the NBA, if you're a superstar player who may or may not be on the way out, you're going to get linked to the LA Lakers, even if it isn't necessarily the most logical option. I think it was the SB Nation account discussed it recently. So we'll break down the pros and cons of adding him and the feasibility of it as well. But first, what do you think? Should the Lakers go out and try to trade for Joel Embiid? Type in T for trade or P for pass. This question, the one on screen right now, is going to be today's pinned comment. So if the ad comes here on YouTube, that's great. Take advantage of the ad. Head down to the pinned comment and type in T for trade or P for pass. The Lakers have a rich history of big men over the course of their time as an NBA franchise. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaquille O'Neal, many more, including most recently Anthony Davis. So could Joel Embiid be next? It wouldn't be the first time someone out east went west to join the LA Lakers after all. Embiid is, if you're ranking the top big men in the NBA, I think he'd probably be in your top three in some positioning. After all, to just win an NBA MVP. He was awesome this past season. In the regular season, 33 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, averaging damn near 2 blocks per contest. This after three other straight seasons of 20-plus points and almost 11 rebounds per game. Back-to-back years, he's put up 30 and 10-plus and was even more efficient than he's ever been before, by the way, from the field in terms of a shooting percentage. He was awesome. The problem is he wasn't nearly as good in the postseason. Now, he was clearly injured. That knee has bothered him, which, by the way, as we'll get into, is another problem with this whole situation, the missed time for Embiid. But he wasn't as impactful. While Nikola Jokic took over, dominated alongside Jamal Murray on their way to the NBA championship, Embiid and Harden did not. And now Harden wants out, accuses Daryl Morey of lying, and now you got Embiid going there going, I like Tyrese Maxey, but I'm going to potentially lose one of my other best players. How am I going to win that championship? Tough to do it now in Philadelphia. Now, the biggest issue you run into here is the money, the contract status of Joel Embiid, who is about to be 30 years old, mind you, is making $46.9 million, $50 million, $54, a $58 million player option, which you're hoping he's healthy at his age at that point, and then he becomes a free agent when he's 34 years old. Do you want to have to risk paying injured 33-year-old Joel Embiid $58 million? That's a very real concern. I think would actually maybe drive down the cost. Now, the other angle is the Lakers have that old-ish for big man age older, or they age quicker, injured prone and dynamic big man in Anthony Davis. And that's one of your biggest problems here. Although there is a path, after October of trading away all your depth players, Jared Vanderbilt, and it's like a 5-player trade of like all the guys you signed basically this offseason, not named Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura, and flipping them out for Joel Embiid and I guess picks, but also can the Sixers take on 5 players? I don't know if that's very feasible there. The only way to make that happen outside of that is to trade away Joel Embiid. And that becomes a little bit dicey from that perspective of can you be able, or are you willing to take Anthony Davis and ship him out for Joel Embiid? My concern is that kind of becomes 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, unless you can find a way to juggle it to where you get, keep AD. Embiid has also missed a bunch of time. 16 games, 14 games, 21, 22, 18. And what do we know about bigs? It's not like their knees suddenly get better once they turn 30. It's usually the opposite. The body really begins to fail. He missed 2 playoff games this past season and was clearly limited in some of the other ones he was out there for. In the end, there are similarities to Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis, although I think Embiid can be a full-time center, AD could be your 4. There's overlap there. And it becomes, hypothetically, is a 1-to-1 swap worth it when you know how Anthony Davis works with this team? I think oftentimes we overlook the, one guy might be a 97 in 2K, one might be a 96, we got to do it. Well, chemistry does matter. Fit does matter. So who is the better player for this current Lakers roster? AD for Anthony Davis, JE for Joel Embiid. Get those comments in the comment section right now. Now, in the event that the Lakers do make a trade for Joel Embiid or anybody, we will have you guys covered. If you haven't already, hit that sub button right now. Free videos, I know it's kind of the dead portion of the year. We still got you guys covered. Hit that sub button right now. Weird voice crack there. Anyway, the NBA schedule is out for the Lakers. Now, this has just been released the other day. We will break down some of the notable key dates here in a moment because, hey, the NBA schedule's out. That's fun. That's entertaining. Shocker, the Lakers are playing on Christmas Day. Hoopst among us could have seen that one coming. Before we break that down, though, today's show is made possible by BetUS. Head over to chatsports.com/Lakers and use promo code Lakers125 for a 125% deposit bonus when you put down at least $100. That way you can bet on all the NBA games all season long. Some notable dates for the schedule that have been announced, by the way. First off, 40 games on national TV. Shocker. At the Denver Nuggets on opening night. 11-10, they play at Phoenix in the, I'm calling it the NBA Cup. I think that mid-season tournament's dumb, but whatever. Maybe it'll be entertaining. Who knows? Maybe it'll at least make the races a bit more entertaining. I'm not sold on it. Christmas Day against Boston. 117, they do play the Dallas Mavericks, by the way. That's a Luka LeBron matchup, always entertaining. Season finale at the Pelicans, 4-14. Will Zion be healthy? Who knows? But it will be the final of the regular season. So predict for me in the comments section right now the Lakers' record in the 2023-2024 campaign. Get those comments in. By the way, the full schedule is available on our community tab. We're not going to run through it right now because that's more of a reading thing, and it's kind of weird if I just start talking with just repeating the same thing on screen with no real added insight. So go check it out on our community tab, the full schedule, and get your record predictions in for me in the comment section.